Do you want to get filthy rich so you can pay off all that debt you owe to the IRS? Me neither, but with this trick in Rimworld, I'll be showing you how to get more money than you'll know what to do with. I'm the Grim Kleaper, and I'll be showing you how to destroy Rimworld's economy. But before I do, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, click the bell to get notifications when I post videos. Now, on to breaking the game. So the first thing that we're gonna do is start near a bunch of settlements because we need to do a lot of trading. The other thing we need is a temperature that's pretty high because we're gonna be using that to our advantage. Our ideology isn't actually all that important for this, although having a production specialist and research specialist will help us. Oh my gosh, the first colonist I get is this. And they call Infinity War the most ambitious crossover. So in terms of our main base, we actually want everything made of stone blocks, which is a tiny little detail that'll help us later. The other thing that we need to get is to beeline for solar panels and batteries to have a ton of power. To speed this up, we're also going to be making Yuriko our production specialist. Because in order for this strategy to work, we need to be really fast at building. Hot as balls and Lola Bunny. We just got a lucky Gnarlin Pod Sprout, which for anybody who doesn't know what they do, they basically give you minions. But what we're doing today isn't going to involve them at all, although I will be making a video on them in the future. No, our strategy today revolves all around the power of heat, and how much heat we need to get whatever we want. Raid the Suicidal Frogs. What kind of a faction name is that? Now, the downside of our current setup of colonists is that only one of them is actually capable of violence. So if Greyhound here dies, it's not gonna be a very long video. We shot Vic exactly in his peg leg, and we shot it again. So naturally, I did a couple of rituals in order to get another colonist, and I mean, they're not bad. Well, at worst, they're 50 units of food. Oh, seriously? Yeah, you really do have an awful immune system. You've been here for like 10 seconds and you got the plague immediately. And there we go, the key to our infinite money. As long as you have royalty enabled at the start of the game, you pretty much always will get a quest that is something like this, where it's basically just a royalty person being chased by some animal. In this case, a man-hunting rat. Wants to keep her safe at Lola Bunny for a few hours. Ah, I see. Now I am going to accept this quest for Dolly, despite the fact that she has basically no social skill. But you see, we're actually never going to be accepting that Empire title. A little side detail of this first quest is that this person always spawns with Wimp, so most of the time they can't fight the animal. But if they have the ability Pain Block, it means that they can. Which means that this rat will die, and I'm not gonna do anything. No need to thank me for all of my help, Caesar. Or maybe you can help me. So we got a bunch of man-hunting raccoons, and you know what, Caesar? I think you found a way to be useful to us. Shuttle arrived. Yeah, no, I don't think so. So by completing the quest, we get access to do a yeoman ceremony because our character's been awarded honor. A yeoman ceremony is just the bestower of Psylinks coming over to give us one. And normally he has a pretty big escort such that we can't really fight him. Or can we? To prep for this, we have to mine a crap load of components in order to get up a ton of these heaters. Now, you might also be wondering, why am I building all these random rooms? And it's because when the Psylink bestower comes to the colony, they tend to go to a random location, one that we want to be inside. So I accepted the bestower quest, and immediately we get some pretty good RNG, as they all are gonna spawn right in here. And better yet, they're walking directly into our base. So we're just gonna super quickly seal them off in here and then turn up the heat ever so slightly. Now, the Empire is obviously gonna get pissed about this, as you can see from the -50 relations, but we can actually just sit here and let them try to mine out and immediately repair the walls. Because for whatever reason, the only character who will try to mine out is the bestower, and not the rest of the Empire's soldiers. Not that I can really blame them for not mining in 100 degrees Celsius temperatures. See, what's gonna happen is that the bestower doesn't actually keep mining the walls. For whatever reason, he just gives up as soon as we try to repair, so he's just gonna keep ping-ponging around until there's nothing left. And already I can actually do this ceremony again. Yeah, the Empire are forgiving folks, we'll say. Ah, And luckily, the Bestower is downed, and the Empire is gonna be fleeing. So immediately, we need to spring into action and save their lives. And oh boy, look at all these charge lances. Now here's where the really weird thing happens. The Empire is actually gonna thank us for rescuing all of these people. As long as they don't die from Heatstroke, they're actually just gonna get up and leave. I love altruism. Oh, and Fastfos over here is already on his way out. Oh, I'll see you later, my guy. Wow, he has a negative opinion of our whole faction. You know, I figured it was because we tried to kill him, but no, it's actually because woman. Now, the Empire's in such a rush to get out, they're actually not gonna grab any of their weapons or their Silinks. And the moment they exit the map, we actually get 15 relations for each person, meaning that we've actually net positive in terms of relations, despite the fact that we just almost killed everyone in the ceremony. Rebuff by Jonas, rebuff by Dolly. Man, this guy can't get any luck. He's literally about to tear down the colony just because some people didn't want to go out with him. The large construction. So basically we have to build this big monument, and if it's destroyed, our relations will fall by 10. Yeah, I think I figured out a bit of a workaround. Thank you very much. I've gone ahead and re-accepted the quest to get our Silink, and unfortunately this guy is also in for a nasty surprise. Never have I been so happy to see Heatstroke. And just like that, yet another Bestower falls. Now at this point, we're actually going to be slightly changing tactics. By stripping the Bestower, we get access to some extremely good gear for our Psycasters. And because stripping is only minus 40, we're still not hostile with the Empire. And the Bestower's actually just gonna leave the map without even grabbing any of their clothing, meaning we don't even have to do anything with it. Just like last time, all of those faction debuffs that we had because we hurt them are just gonna be undone, because as soon as everybody leaves the map, it's all good. I feel like I'm not really doing us justice unless we mock the Bestower. I like how the Bestower doesn't see it strange whatsoever. Nothing to see here, Bestower. Nothing at all. And on top of that, we're actually gonna use all 4 of our Neuroformers right now. But wait, you might be thinking, isn't this supposed to be a video about unlimited money? Yes it is. Which is exactly the reason why I started right next to both these villages. As you can see, we're gonna make a caravan with just a couple of somewhat useful items, you could say. Now, unfortunately, this trader specifically isn't willing to buy our armor, and also of all the weapons, it's not really that much money. But the real beauty comes in the price of Silink Neuroformers sitting at about 1.7k per pop. And my trader sucks. With just slightly higher social skill, I would be able to easily buy out most of the useful items of this vendor basically every time. Now, I actually went ahead and kept some of the items and used the Silink Neuroformers to level up our powers to level 6. And now we have one of the best abilities in the game called Word of Inspiration. But oh no, we don't have enough Psi Focus. Just kidding. Just like in my Blindsight video, certain rituals can actually restore Silink focus to full, meaning I could just farm Word of Inspiration pretty quickly. And with a creativity inspiration, plus being a production specialist, that means the next thing she builds is 3 levels of quality higher than it would be. And what better to build than a meditation throne? A legendary meditation throne, if I may add. Oh, it looks like the Empire's actually changed things up, and they've moved to this other room instead, which is a little unfortunate. But as you might expect, it doesn't really matter all that much. Oh, Helidus, I don't think that's the right wall to mine out, I'm gonna be honest. And of course we get a raid right in the middle of this. It's actually a 2-sided raid as well. But have no fear, loads of advanced weaponry and a level 6 Silink are here. And funny enough, I can actually just teleport someone all the ways to Africa if I want. Goodbye. And unsurprisingly, they're not a very good match for someone with a good charge rifle and full recon armor. Only 19 days into the game. So while I was doing this, I wasn't exactly paying as much attention as I probably should, and someone died of malnutrition. Oh, wait, it was Jonas. Okay. So I went ahead and took one of our colonists to come over to this settlement, and just by trading our 4 Neuroformers, we immediately buy them out of all of their silver, and Thrumbofur, and animal pulsers, and plasteel. So we are 20 days into the game, and I currently have 7 charge lances,
2 L-Tech staves, a free Psylink Nerf former after selling 3,
and a way to get unlimited of the most useful and valuable items in the game. If you enjoyed seeing me cheese Rimworld, check out this video where I figured out how to survive a naked brutality start on a -50 degree sheet of ice. Thanks for watching. See ya.